Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on post notifications so that you do not miss another video. Thank you and love you. Yo guys, what's going on? Welcome back to another video on the channel. Now in today's video guys, I'm going to be bringing you an experiment on Madden 20 today. I'm going to be bringing you guys, basically this experiment is going to be what if Jim Brown played in the NFL in 2019. Now Jim Brown I believe played in the 50s and 60s, and the NFL was a lot different, man. I believe he actually retired early in maybe the early 70s, but I know it had to be the late 60s. But Jim Brown, we went ahead and used all the stats from his 94 overall NFL 100 card. So he's got like 91 acceleration, 89 agility, 90 awareness, 93 break tackle, 92 carrying, 99 injury, but that doesn't really matter. 89 juke, 89 jumping. He's got as well 92 speed, 81 spin move, 90 stamina, 92 stiff arm, 90 trucking. So this guy's really, really good. And I basically copied everything from Jim Brown. I basically copied everything from him. So I'm just going to quickly put in Jim, and then you can't do spaces. So I'm just going to do like Jim Brown. And basically this is going to be the experiment. We're going to be putting him on the Cleveland Browns, and we're going to be seeing what he will be like. And I believe he's a 92 overall, which is weird because in Ultimate Team he was a 94, so a little bit lower in regs, but he's still very, very good regardless. So by the way, guys, if you do see some of my desk in the video, it's because I actually got a new desk. I actually got an L-shaped desk yesterday, put it together. It took me like 3 hours, but I was able to get it together. Now I have a really good desk. So taking a look at the Browns right here, he should be the top running back if I'm correct. And let's see, and yes, he is. He is the top running back, and he's actually the second highest player on Cleveland, which is pretty cool. He's actually ahead of Odell Beckham Jr., Nick Chubb, Denzel Ward, and all that. So that's very, very cool. And yeah, I actually have to give him the X Factor ability, so I have to go ahead and do that. So I actually have to edit him in franchise, but right now we're going to jump right into a franchise mode with Jim Brown. So I'm just going to create a new franchise. I'm going to be using the custom roster. Hopefully he comes up, and if he does, we're going to change him to Superstar X Factor, and we're going to give him, I believe, Wrecking Ball was his ability for the NFL 100 card, because he had Wrecking Ball on his Twitch Prime card, so he should have Wrecking Ball on this. Basically, he should have Wrecking Ball on his 94 overall card. Wow, I've said Wrecking Ball way too much, man. So taking a look, how much does this change the Cleveland Browns real quick? Let me just do this, and it changes them to an 81 overall, so not that much. Currently, the top three players on the team are Myles Garrett, Beckham Jr., and as well as Nick Chubb, but it's going to be Myles Garrett, Jim Brown, and Odell Beckham Jr. We're just going to be using Freddie Kitchens, because, you know what, why not, man? So we're just going to put it on all Madden. Injuries are going to be off, pre-existing are off. And yeah, I'm just going to pretty much do this. I'm actually going to put quarter lengths at 15 minutes to kind of simulate it like it's a real game pretty much. And weekly trainings going to be auto, as well as scouting college players, because I don't want to have to deal with that. And maximum users we're going to put down to 1. So in the sliders we're not going to import, because really doesn't matter. So we're just going to start right in the preseason, and we're going to go here. So hopefully Jim Brown can really perform, man. I'm not going to lie. So taking a look here, we do have his card. We do have him right here with Jim Brown. He's a 92 overall. Normal development is not right. He is going to indeed get the Wrecking Ball trait. So we're going to quickly go to him, and we're going to take a look at his traits. Development is going to be Superstar X Factor, and hopefully he does get the ability. If not, we're not going to, you know, cry about it, I guess. So here we go. Let's see. What X Factor does he have? And I believe he does have Wrecking Ball. Let's see. And at the age of 55, yes, he does have Wrecking Ball. That's actually very, very cool. He does have Wrecking Ball, which is awesome. Superstar abilities are Armbar, as well as Inside Zone Guru. So that's pretty cool. And we're actually going to edit it so that he's 20 years old, because really we don't want him to be like 55. So can we actually edit him? Yeah, we can. Okay, you know what? Oh, actually, yeah, we can. Okay, so he's going to go down to a nice, fresh 20 years old here. And yeah, I mean, this should be very, very fun, though. I do want to see. So Jim Brown right here, he is now, I believe, 20 years old. Yes, he is. So now he's 20 years old. Taking a look here, he does have Wrecking Ball, and then Beckham has Moss. I mean, hopefully he'll do very, very good in the team. I mean, he is playing right now behind Kareem Hunt and Nick Chubb as well. Or Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt are both playing behind him. So this should be very, very fun. And guys, I'm going to simulate to the midseason point, and I'll update you guys on how he is doing. Alright guys, so at the midseason point, the Cleveland Browns are currently at a 5-2 record. Let's take a look. How many points does Jim Brown have? He has 1. Okay, so what we're going to do here, we're going to upgrade power back. We're going to give him power back. He's a 94 with morale now, so he's technically at his card, +1 agility, +1 ball carrier vision, +1 speed, +1 stiff arm, and +1 trucking for Jim Brown. Taking a look, I mean, the rest of the team is doing pretty well, as currently they are 5-2. They did lose to the Patriots in Week 8, obviously, just like real life. Taking a look here at the stats for Jim Brown really quickly. So the Browns are actually the top of the AFC North, so that's very, very cool. Baker Mayfield having a year, not great, but also not bad. Taking a look here, Jim Brown, 631 yards on 121 attempts, 10 touchdowns already. Holy good gracious, man. This guy's doing really good. What is he doing in the receiving game real quick? He shouldn't be that big. I mean, yeah, 5 receptions, 68 yards, and no touchdowns. That's, that's decent, man. I mean, you got to expect that, though. So we have the 16th best offense in the NFL and the 2nd best defense. Jim Brown is currently 8th in rushing yards, 1st in rushing touchdowns, and he is 18th in carries. So, not great, but you know what, though? I am actually very, very happy with how he's doing, and, I mean, he leads the league in touchdowns. Who knows? He could have 20, 30 touchdowns at the end of the year. So, guys, I will see you at the end of the experiment. Alrighty, guys, so at the end of the season, we did miss the playoffs. Okay, we finished the season at 9-7, so we really kind of fell from grace there, as Baltimore goes on a surge at the end of the season, and they do win the division at 10-6. Looking at the stats here, Baker Mayfield, 8th in passing yards, 15th in passing touchdowns, 15th in passer rating. Let's see, let's be surprised. 3rd in the NFL in rushing, 2nd in touchdowns, 19th in carries. Wow, okay. Taking a look, man, Jim Brown, 1,400 yards on 257 carries, 16 touchdowns, which ranks 2nd in the NFL. Average per game is 91.8 yards per game. Yards after contact, 273. Longest run is 68 yards. So what did he do in the receiving game? Let me take a look. He is at the top. He's got 16 receptions for 232 yards and 1 touchdown. Okay, so the dude actually did really, really good this year. I'm not going to lie. We actually had the best offense in the NFL, and our defense was 6th best. So not a bad year for the Browns here. MVP does go to Jacoby Brissett. As surprisingly, no Jim Brown. Interesting. Coach of the year goes to the Patriots as they go 14-2. AFC Offensive Player of the Year goes to Jacoby Brissett. What do you know? Once again, Andrew Luck is on the freaking Broncos. That's probably why they were good. And Baker Mayfield comes in at number 10. Okay, interesting. Offensive Rookie of the Year, we know, is going to be Jim Brown. Let's take a look. Best running back goes to Jim Brown. That's beautiful, as he finishes ahead of guys like Mark Ingram, LaShawn McCoy, Josh Jacobs, and also Leonard Fournette. So that's not too bad right here. And let's see, did he get another superstar ability, man? Let's take a look. Actually, quickly, though, who ranked first in the NFL in terms of rushing yards and stuff? Let me take a look. So the NFL, let's take a look at rushing real quick. So, okay, so Jim Brown comes in at number 3 for rushing. Zeke with 1,900 yards, 18 touchdowns. Are you kidding me? Zeke Elliott. Wow, okay. Then again, he had 50 more attempts, but still, that's insane, man. 1,900 yards in 18 touchdowns. That's insane. Jim Brown finishes in at number 3, though, with 1,400 yards, 16 touchdowns. Also, you got, oh my God, 120 yards per game for Zeke. Holy crap. 500 yards after contact, a 78-yard run. Dalvin Cook had a 90-yard run. Holy crap. As Jim Brown does finish ahead, though, of Dalvin Cook, Carson, Kamara, Josh Jacobs, as well as Mark Ingram. Holy crap, man, a lot of running backs over 1,000 yards. Jim Brown, though, finished 2nd in the rushing touchdowns category, as Zeke finishes ahead of him, and then Jim Brown finishes ahead of Melvin Gordon, Todd Gurley, and Tariq Cohen in that regard, which is pretty good. Moving on here, I mean, average per game, he should rank pretty high, and he actually ranks in at number 3, as Zeke and also McCaffrey comes in ahead of him, but he ranks above Dalvin Cook, Chris Carson, and also Alvin Kamara. So, holy God, man, that is insane. I can't believe that, man. 16 touchdowns. And Dalvin Cook only had 4 touchdowns, which is insane. But, holy God, man. Look at Zeke, by the way, man. He completely stole this video away from Jim Brown. Jim Brown should have been the MVP, in my opinion. Nah, I'm just kidding. But, guys, hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, smash a like. It's trash finish 5 likes. Let me go down in the comments what you guys want to see next. Anyway, guys, take care. Most importantly, stay classy.